What's up, YouTube? It's Ask the Young One with CreateHigherVibrations.com. Today I wanted to do a quick video and talk a little bit about a comment that I got on one of the videos, and it was somebody mentioning about how they gave and gave and gave and gave in their relationship with this narcissist, or what they believe to be a narcissist. Either way, probably a toxic person. And so I wanted to talk for a quick minute about that, and hopefully some things will land for you. I also want to mention that if you want to, or if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, you can contact me through my website. We can set up and schedule an appointment, however you want to do it, whatever is the easiest way, whether it's phone conversation or through Zoom or Skype. But anyway, back to what I wanted to run over real quick was, we get this feeling, and especially when we do this over time and time and time again, eventually we will be conditioned, and over time we'll start feeling kind of like we're not good enough. So therefore, a lot of times we find ourselves giving more, because as an empath, we kind of pride ourselves, or not really pride ourselves, but we get this sense of goodness within ourselves, within our hearts. And narcissists are very, very good at playing on that vulnerability to gain more. And this is for the narcissist's own self-centered, selfish reasons. And instead of being able to recognize, a person for who they are and accepting them unconditionally, the narcissist will want to play you to gain more admiration and more on this vulnerability. And this is in order to bring on a sense of guilt, and bringing on this sense of guilt will allow the narcissist to use the blaming patterns that they like to use so that they can gain more from you. They want you to feel like you're not kind enough so that you can feel like you need to be kinder. They want you to feel like you're not giving them enough attention so that you can give them more. They want you to feel these things in order to gain more control and to get more of what they want. It's about what the narcissist wants. It's not about reciprocating factors or reciprocating growth in a relationship. It is about self-serving of the narcissist. And so I've found, reading that comment and thinking back on my own situation, they do these things, and over time it starts to erode you. It really starts to erode the sense within yourself of your own inner acceptance, and over time it will erode our sense of being good enough. Like we have to understand that we are good enough right now in this moment as we are. We have to understand that we are doing the best we can with the awareness that we have and the connection that we have to our inner self. And we have to accept that and be okay with where we are, whether it's exactly where we want to be or not. But usually, for the most part, we are good enough in this moment at anything that we're doing. And to feel through guilt, or to have guilt placed upon us in order to get us to continuously overgive, we have to look at that sense of guilt and where that's coming from and how they're playing on that vulnerability. So I wanted to point that out. Whenever we get in these relationships, and especially over time, because over time it will erode you, and eventually you will find yourself completely just giving to these people, and the ultimate part that this causes is complete separation from oneself. We start to separate from ourselves, and we start going farther and farther away from who we truly are, who we were before we met these people, or in a direction that is completely opposite of where we need to be going. So I wanted to touch on that and just kind of throw those out there. If you've ever experienced this, know that the sense of guilt is a vulnerability that needs to, we need to go in and kind of overcome that and realize that we are good enough. We are good enough as we are. Our love is good enough unconditionally as we are. our kindness is good enough. We don't have to let people stomp all over our boundaries to be accepted by them. We don't have to allow people to use our vulnerabilities as a weapon against us. Vulnerability is a very beautiful thing when it's not weaponized against you. And narcissists are very good at weaponizing your vulnerabilities. And it's not, what they want us to do is they want us to shut these vulnerabilities down so that we can just function off of how they can play them in order to gain and get what they want. And so I wanted to do a quick video and just kind of throw this out there and put a little bit of thought into the mind and help people maybe begin to see some of the patterns that they've experienced in life. If you found yourself overgiving to these people and you couldn't figure out why you were doing it, or why you were feeling that sense of guilt even when you were giving all that you had, it's a tool that they're using to weaponize your vulnerabilities against you. And it's usually coming from a deeper sense of not feeling good enough. So we want to do more in order to feel good enough, and the cycle will just keep going and going. So it really comes down to solving the inner core issues within ourselves and knowing that we are good enough in this moment for all that we are. So with that being said, I will jump off here for now. Again, if anybody wants to chat one-on-one with me in a coaching session, you can check my email, which is in the description below. If you like this video, you can please share it. Also, please subscribe, and I'll go for now. I'll see you on the next video. Have a good night. Namaste.